Let's start. Let's see if I can start. Okay. I'm ready to start. I think audio's working. I think we're good to go. Outlook. I'm still typing Outlook. My muscle memory's still there. Okay. Let's get started. Let me kind of review where I was. We're working on Chatfield. We're spinning off of a larger, Vibe DevOps challenge. And just talking about, well, how could in open source, how could an LLM or how could an application collect detailed information from a person and in a conversational style rather than like a form, rather than a form? How could we chat and collect, your name and email and message or any other form that we like? Like, for example, this one, bug report. What was your issue and what were your steps tried? So we're going to get back into kind of getting this shippable. It's very near MVP. And that's what I'll be doing today. And in this video, I've just documented in YouTube streaming every second I've worked on this project. I don't do any prep offline. I just prepare live here. It's every keystroke, every moment of this open source work. So it's sort of less like a YouTube video and more like a Zoom, virtual, screen share or pairing while we work together here. So let me get started. Where we left off was, if I look for this validation, must. I finally sort of circled back, having implemented everything in Python and TypeScript. I finally circled back to implement just a simple validation for this must and reject. And in fact, even these hints have been improved. Not through an explicit logical, not through an explicit logical system on the code side in Chatfield, but rather just through the LLM. The LLM will decide if an error message is specific in this case. This may not be a great validation rule, but and that all worked. And so I want to get back into that. Where I left off was this note I left for myself. Which is perfect. And so my theory was this should not even take the entire session today. 3 hours minus my 15 minutes tardiness will be I think plenty, because I got the must and reject working. I just want this list of unit tests. Just that. This needs to actually, yes, and it's really using an LLM. It makes no sense to mock it because it's LLM only. There are no tool calls. The LLM at no point extracts like the invalid information. It never provides a reason for the failure or anything like that, which it could do. But at the moment for MVP, it does not. And so the testing is just simply hit an LLM and see what it says. So let's implement that. In fact, I think I was going to tell Claude Code to do it. Yep. Let's clear the screen and get Claude Code started. I think this is enough for let's see. Just make sure. I guess it's fine. We'll start it again. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna just paste all of this into Claude Code. Should be fine. This needs to, yeah, basically all of these. So these will be, so let me tell Claude Code. We need a new in both languages about validation. And yeah, about validation. That's fine. It should query the LLM and use the same. Where is that skip if? Let me find that skip. Yeah. Yeah, the interviewer conversation. I'm going to tell it. Let me help it. And use the same, and use the skip if logic. Check. In TypeScript, check this file. Skip if. Okay. It should query the LLM. Let's do this. I'm gonna paste in a few unit tests, small and simple, because the testing the prompts is out of scope. Let's take it. So then paste, perfect. So a must pass. We need a new test file. Make. Oh, I want some coffee because we're. Very obvious. Very obvious and like and likely to. Okay. No more, right? Let's try that. Thank you. Uh-oh. I hope it reads Claude.md and stuff. There you go. Thank you. Claude.md is really, really helpful. Very smart of them. It's really basically just, well, no, it's two things. I mean, yeah, you can insert any guidance there. That's a really smart idea. I wonder if there's anything I could learn, or for chat field, like letting developers kind of have like a preamble or some sort of overriding guidance or clarifying guidance. It's pretty cool. Of course, I do tons of chat field has millions of opportunities. Chat field gives the developer millions of opportunities to prompt and to override and to give LLM guidance in all of these circumstances. So I love it. Let's see. Oh, good. Test validation. Oh, interesting. Very cool. Sure. Choose a username. Reject spaces or special characters. Wonderful. Wait a second. Okay. Oh, look, it had bad syntax, I think. Profanity? I'm going to go read that. Why is this so difficult? I feel like I would have had this done already. I guess they're done. I would have copied and pasted that conversation one, I think. We'll read it. We'll read it. We'll read it. Okay. I need way more coffee. So this test validation, what is this? Pi test mark? And it's not used? I wonder what that is. Okay. Dot run. Yeah. I like it. I like it. That test works. Thank you. Dot run and dot go. Why would you do dot run? Maybe I should ask it, hey, if there's any run stuff. Do I need to reopen it or something? E-bang. That's what I would do in Vim. Okay. Hint. Okay. I think I might even just pull the system prompt out, right? For the hints. We'll see. In my note to myself, I just said, hey, if there's no hints, see that the word hint is not in the system prompt, and if there are hints. Okay. Good. You should go and read the source code. It's going to read the source code. Yeah. Yeah. Do it. You brought this on yourself, Claude Code. You brought this on yourself. I've been scolding you every day to keep it tidy. I think this is true. I think this is a bit of a problem in TypeScript, which I haven't solved. Now, hopefully it should get the test working. Maybe these are just kind of temporary little bumps because it should be really easy to get them both. They're so identical. TypeScript's passing, Python. Psh, failed. Yeah, you better. It must pass. Perfect. What's going on? Let me just briefly hide it. What's going on? A friend of mine was talking to me about making these LLMs like just more likable, just more more pleasant to work with, to interact with. Okay, this thing's claiming to have finished it all. Let's have a huge coffee and get started. Let's read. So, yeah, let's read. So, I kind of want to go to, first of all, let's look at the code. Uh-huh. So that's my note to myself. That's fine. So that's good. The files are correct. There's test validation. Wonderful. Perfect. So Python's all passing. So let's go read Python here. So, not the interviewer. Not favorite number. Okay, test validation, right? I don't like this PyTest mark. I don't know what it's doing. Let's close it. I know what else I want to read. I want to read, was it test interviewer conversation, is it? We do want this .env. Yeah, and I want the skip if like this. Describe the go method. Okay, I want this code here. Yeah. Hey, what was that? What did it keep trying to do? Run. Right? Let's see if any documentation was wrong. And let's see if it remembers. Okay, I'll let it go. Not Python documentation. Okay. So, let's go read what is Python doing. All right, so let's take this PyTest. I think I'm going to do the same here. Can I put it here like that? What is this? PyTest mark. I don't like that. I like this. It must pass. It must fail. Can I skip the whole thing? Yes, I can. Yep. And then what I can do, it doesn't load an environment file, right? I think that's good. Actually, I think this should not have an environment either. I don't think any of the test suites should load and change environment for sure. Actually, I know it should not. .env path. Okay. Good. So we'll do that. Test validation will also not check it. Now, everything's passed here. So if I do this, env, what is it? OpenAI underscore API key equals nothing, like empty string, or just leave it. I can just leave it like that. That should skip. Perfect. Skipped. So that's correct structurally. Let me go read some actual code. Make it a little bigger. Okay. I think this is fine. It's really huge. Okay. Right. So I guess I could ignore the output, right? Simulate a valid response that meets the requirement. Yeah, it annoys me how these LLMs, a lot of them do this. They write more or less identical lines of code 2 at a time with a comment and then a And then the code, and then a comment, and then the code. There used to be an argument, I think, or maybe there still is, about to what extent are comments just duplicating the code and giving you extra maintenance headache without um, without doing anything valuable. Yeah, you know what? I should assert that it is none, right? Seems like that should definitely. Hmm. Now wait, assert is wrong. This is also wrong, right? Isn't there a new like language? It's all this it stuff. I thought we agreed that we were going to use. Oh, yeah, I think, or maybe not. I guess not. Let me keep reading. I could swear there was all this. Yeah, just there's. Hold on. No. Describe. There's the tests are also just plain Python assertions. All right. Great. I could swear we rewrote all these to use the. I guess we discussed it and then did not. Yeah, these are all just plain Python assertions. Okay, I misremembered. Yeah. Test. What else have I not looked at? Custom transformations. Oh yeah, normal assertions. All right, wonderful. So Python just uses normal assertions, and then TypeScript uses it, right? Okay. Test for interview conversation. Okay. So if we go back to the validation, okay, so here's a must pass. It must pass valid data, right? It must fail invalid data, right? It rejects. No, it does not reject valid. Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And it rejects invalid data. That's fine. Now, hint. I do remember. I think what I want to do is maybe change this unit test to. Oh, that's the last one, huh? Okay, a hint should appear in the system prompt. Field spec.get hint hints. No, that's no good. That's definitely no good. Let me go find a test for a system prompt. Yeah, that's all I need. Where would I test the system prompt? Interviewer, surely, right? So then system describe system prompt. Okay. Yeah, I think we should just do it like that. Make system prompt, pass in a state. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it's just a string. That's perfect. That's perfect. So then if I come over here, basically let's do this, right? We'll say no hint. No hint. Like, what is this? Form no hint, right? Paste. So the form with a hint has a hint, and form with no hint hasn't, right? And then, oh look, it's using this weird syntax. I don't like that, but whatever. So we'll start an interviewer with like the form with, let's say with no hint. Mm-hmm. Come here. Okay. We'll check with no hint, and then we'll check with the hint. Yeah, exactly. So if we initialize it like that and then set up the prompt, I think that'll be fine. And I'll just pass this in. It's a little weird, but I'll just pass this in this way. Why is it doing this? Why are you freaking out? Argument of cannot be assigned. Yes, it can because it happens in the other test suite all the time. So calm down. Okay. And then we assert it's basically hint, exactly, not in. And then I bet it writes all the next few lines for me. New interviewer, exactly. New prompt, exactly. Assert that it's in, exactly. Perfect. So that's what I really wanted. Oh my gosh, why do I even want that coming? A hint should appear in the system prompt. And there was more where it said, oh, hints override. Maybe I could write myself a little to-do or something. Hints override validation. But it's not super important right now. This literally just basic kind of thumbs up, thumbs down. Again, my big philosophy is maturity. Maturity is such an important concept, and the evolution of maturity. And code, code evolves. It can add features. Maturity is not always the same as features or even like more testing. It's kind of the whole approach. There can be good and professional and valuable mature software projects, and there can be good and valuable and professional immature software projects. So for example, if I'm whiteboarding with you, we're not going to, worry too much about the code that we're drawing on the whiteboard if we're exploring or if we're, exploring something new. That would be like the most immature but extremely valuable software. If I'm showing you pseudocode, that's valuable software if you like, or that's valuable code. Okay. So this is immature. It's so immature. I think tests like this, even though in the time that it took me to explain it, I could have written it or made Claude write it. I think that's an important difference, is to behave sort of properly with immature software, and don't pretend that immature software is mature yet. Kind of acknowledge that it must grow and move through a maturation cycle, right? And then with mature software, you're doing things more like thorough testing and not surprising other developers with cheeky, omissions or shortcuts and things like that. Okay. So I think I like it. Let me just reread it. I think Python's perfect, with one exception of this little syntax, but I don't care. You get an interviewer, they do it, you assert. So that's must. So a pass with a must field, it passes, yes. With a must field, it fails. Wait, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Calm down. Delete. Uh-huh. Okay, so a must passes, a must fails, a reject passes. Username, choose username, no spaces. My username is John Doe. Okay. Wonderful. And then a reject fails. Wait, doesn't over reject? Wait, that's wrong. It does not reject validated. Let me rewrite these. Passes, must, right? Fails, must. Simple. It passes reject, and it fails reject. Simple. Okay, so if you fail reject, this is ridiculous. So if you fail reject, how about field? First name, right? The description is but Sam, right? Right? Dot reject. Something like that, right? Do you like that? Okay, what is your name? I don't like this. I like this. I like that as the lesser of two evils. Okay. Go, go, go. My name is Sam, right? First name is none. That's the point. In fact, to really make it like really good, a reject validation should pass. What you would really want to do would be to make exactly like more or less exactly this code. So you do it like that. First name, what is your name? And then, but we don't have the reject. No spaces or special characters. Exactly. So we will reject special characters. Like me, I'm a special character. And then we will not violate that, right? My name. Oh, and in fact, we'll copy exactly the same input from the other test, right? But that's the point, is only testing that one difference. So if I say my name is Sam, first name should be Sam, like that. That's how that should look. All right, let me reread it from the top. I think this is exactly what I want. Pass must, favorite color. Let's maybe must, favorite color, must be a real color name. I kind of like, I want to do it again. I want exactly this like conversation in both tests. Let me just paste it here. Okay. Favorite color. What is your favorite color? Yes. So that's going to replace the old interview. Start an interview. That's fine. And so then to say go, it must be a real color name. I'm going to say my favorite color is, what's something that's definitely not a color name? How about a number? My favorite color is Saturn, right? The planet Saturn, right? How about this? Be a real color name. Must be a primary color name. That's even better. Okay. So we're asking your favorite color. Must be a primary color name. If I say blue, it's going to work. And then for the same prompt and the same conversation with a different answer, it's going to evaluate none. What is that? Favorite color? Sorry for the American spelling there. It's just in my muscle memory. It's in my fingers. Okay. Interview. What's your favorite color? Blue, blue. Favorite color? Saturn, none. Passes reject. So first name, reject spaces. Sam, yes. Next. let's do the same. Let me just tighten it up even more so it's extremely identical. It's no spaces and special characters. And then I'll say my name is what? Bang. Special. My name is what? Oh, B-I-G, big. My name is like, yeah, something like that. What's a good name? Let's see if it'll do it for me. Come on, come on, come on, do it. Wait. No, no, not that. Not that. Make a, like, a common first name. I'm saying common first name. This thing's biased. Perfect. 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 A-L-I-C-E. Perfect. That's perfect. So then that should fail because it has special characters. Now, this one I didn't really care too much about. Must be a number between 1 to 20, and it must reject negative numbers or text. And so then if I say I'm 25, yeah, let's just tighten this up. I think this is fine. 25. And then system prompt I already did. Wonderful. So I'm happy with Python. Let's go run it. I think it'll work. Maybe some syntax errors. No, it feels like it's querying. Nice and simple. I didn't want to make it get into prompt evaluations. Deprecated. No, where's my fail? Oh, interview. Yeah, simple problem. What is that? Line number what? Make system prompt. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So that'll be the form. No hint, like that, and this will be the form with hint. Thank you. Stop it. Okay. Go again. I think that's it. So that's perfect. So let me return back. Okay. Validation. I have completed editing. Perfect now. Okay, let me commit that actually. I do want to commit that to commit that 6 pass. Let's do it like this. Whoa, what is all this Claude.md updates? Let me go read it in the GUI maybe. What are all these Claude.md updates? Or do I care? Claude.md. Oh yeah, a run. Oh yeah, there's tons of Claude.md. I'm just gonna check them all in. There's tons of Claude.md. Is that all of them? Okay. Let's go back. So, what will... So the test validation is definitely good. Oh. I made some just unrelated changes to that, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe change the interviewer as well. Pathlib .env. No, like just like that. Interviewer. Let's just see. Yep. Oh, it didn't. Ah, shoot. Vim always does that. Or I should say Visual Studio Code does it. It's annoying. Let's do that. Yes, no. Okay. Amend. That's what I want. Okay. Good. So that .end was cleared out in both files. I love it. Does it still run? PyTest, test interviewer. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. So, very good. That interviewer.ts is just mine. I'm just going to delete that out. The only thing it said to do next was just get it on the browser. Or a quick excursion, updating the examples and readmes. Oh yeah, that was another fun idea. Okay. Perfect. Test interviewer, I think that's nothing. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing now is test validation. Perfect. Tests. Unit. Tests for, what is that? Hint. Oops. Yeah, dot hint, dot must, and dot reject. Validation. Done. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to amend this new one in there, but I'm going to show please make the TS reflect that. Whoops. Whatever. I think it'll get it. Use plan mode to prepare for a complex request. Oh, interesting. So all plan mode does is just sort of override its little, it sort of just forces it to stay in conversation. I see. It's kind of simple. Now that I'm learning Claude Code kind of every day. Whew, yikes. It's kind of simple. Maybe I should have started. I don't think I should have done. Yeah, in hindsight, I trusted it too much. Maybe I didn't have enough coffee. I should have done it in one language and then copied it over. That's okay. Because that's what I ultimately did anyway. I just wasted some tokens. Let me click myself on and just smile for the camera there, right? Boop. Thank you. Good, I got my to-do. Thank you. I love how LLMs know comments. That's so cool. I know it's, I don't know. I feel like I've been wishing that IDEs would kind of comprehend comments a little better. So, yeah, let's switch over to TypeScript. Well, let me just wait. There's going to be changes. Let's go to the TypeScript validation tests. Cool. Python returns none. Let me check the Python test to be sure. Let's see if I can get my response into its brain on time. I wonder, I don't know if I can go for 2 more hours or not. If I can go the full 2 hours, I have a dentist appointment to prepare for. I have to do other things. So I may need to stop a little early, but I certainly have time to finish all this validation. And even, I think I will indeed get into my readmes. That'll be a nice one that can be time, time limited. Oh, great. Yeah, to be null or undefined. Yeah, fine. Uh-oh, is it updating other code? Oh, no, it's not. Perfect. Yes, let me check how field assertions. Okay, cool. Expect. Perfect. Expect. Okay. All right, it claims it's all ready. Let me go read it. It should be very readable. So, here are the validation tests. Whoops. Yeah, here are the validation tests. Let's not do .env. Right? Same thing, right? No .env, no path. Just like that. So this can kind of work, yeah. Yeah, that's how it works in TypeScript. A few unit tests for validation. Whatever. Okay. Does Python do that? Test validation.py? Or is that just a doc string? Oh, it's whatever. I don't care. Oh, does it need a doc string? Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it parallel, even though that comment is useless. Okay. Must validation should pass. It passes must. A must validation should pass. Oh, I see. It's got doc strings in there everywhere. Okay, fine. So interview, favorite color, I say blue. Expect it stringified to be blue. Perfect. Failing must, primary color name. Yes, yes. And that is null. Because my favorite is planet Saturn. Passes reject, Sam. No special characters allowed, none given. Passes reject, no special characters allowed, special characters given. And it's going to be null. Pass and reject, fine. And then hint. Perfect. Interviewer prompt. Not. Yes. And then the to-do. That's perfect. Let's see if it runs. npx. Let's see. npm. Let's do, I think there's several ways to do it. I think this is the way I like. Validation. Let's just do that, right? Coffee. Ooh, someone's messaging. Hello, happy streaming. Hello. Happy streaming. Is it Orlando? Orlando Rosales, happy streaming. Yes. We are relaxing in the warm water of open source today. At the moment. Okay. Yikes. 6 pass total. I'll go back to Python. PyTest. 1, 2, 3. Oops, wrong file. Validation. Query. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 passing. All right. Oh, this warning. Maybe I'll look at this today. Slightly annoying. Both languages are giving me this little warning about my tools, my deprecated tool usage. Somewhere. So, oh yeah, there's no tool usage in this one, but okay, npm test. Let's see it all run. PyTest. Let's see it all run. Okay. Coffee. Passing, passing, passing. This is so cool. Oh, how can I, let's see, can I ask Claude? Let's just ask Claude clear. How can I run the TypeScript so the console.log calls do not, like, show? Oh, let's put it in, what was that? Plan mode. Why is it Shift Tab? What a weird keyboard shortcut. Why is it Shift Tab of all things? I don't know. Okay. Maybe they don't want to take standard keyboard shortcuts because of all the operating systems and things. Claude's plan. Wait. Dash dash silent? I don't know about that. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Oh, I have some options. So there's dash dash silent. Let's see what's silent. Silent might be too silent. Let's see if it's too silent. That's not bad for silent. Ooh. Very nice. That's fun. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So then, actually, that should be what? Verbose mode? Okay, what other options did it give me? Option 2. npm run test. Wait. Oh, I see, like update my code. Oh, I can put it in jest? No kidding? Silent true. Let's do it in, there's kind of a virtue to the jest config. And then what's nice is I'm not sort of splitting the behavior of the test suite into different places. But I think it's okay. Let me just let it do it. It's so simple. Yes, perfect. Let's just do that. That's fine. So with that done, oh, you know what? Okay, so let's do this. Git add validation. Commit, amend, see head. So if I look, so now we have unit tests in both languages, 98 lines, 108 lines. Yep, feels right. Perfect, perfect. And then, so then, what is that? So this package.json, yeah, that's fine. Yep, npm test. Yeah, that's good. It kind of shows it here. That's fine. I love it. Superb. Awesome. PyTest. It already ran. 71 passing. 71 passing. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. So that basically concludes validation. Validation's baked in. Validation tests are in. They're in the test suite. 6 tests each. All of the conditions, just basic stuff, pass, fail, pass, fail. What was it? Pass, fail, pass, fail. Both of them, and then a little cheeky hint system prompt test. Very, very minimal. Okay. Done. So now we're moving on. Let me push it up. So, okay, we're moving on to, I think tomorrow, when I have a full segment of time, kind of a 3-hour block, I think it would be good to get into, maybe we could get into um, browser stuff, but what I really want to get into is prompt evaluations. I think the time has come. We need to do prompt evaluations. So, um, that's kind of that's what I want to get to. Let's see. I almost want to throw Claude Code on a little side quest to say, hey, what's the status? Let me ask it. I'll go to plan mode and say, what is the situation regarding building TS chat field into something importable? Into something importable on the browser in a browser app. Oh, I hope it understands my question. Build setup and its suitability for browser imports. Yes, please do. Perfect. TS config. Thank you. Wonderful. So, perfect. Close it. Uh-oh. Let me save it and see what it is. Close it. It said, do you want to save changes? One line of code, one. Okay. Check, revert that out. Okay. npm list. Yep. Let's see. TypeScript chat field is not currently set up for browser imports. Key issues. Current build setup. The target is CommonJS modules, not ES modules. The output is Node.js specific. Oh, it's CommonJS. I see. Heavy Node.js specific dependencies, LangChain, LangGraph. Now, wait a second. Do these not... Surely LangChain runs in the browser, right? Right? Playwright. No. Can LangChain not run in a browser? Am I going to lose my... How could I ask it? LangChain JS. Introduction. It could be possible because oh, here we are. Node.js, Cloudflare workers, browser, Dino. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. Awesome. ESM and CommonJS. Wow, they got a really good build. Okay. What is LangChain? Yeah, let me tell it. Oh, so that's LangChain. So LangChain definitely supports the browser. The question now is LangGraph. LangGraph.js. That's the question. npm install. Zod. Full stack quick start. Elastic. Ecosystem. Let's see if LangGraph can run in the browser. API reference. Okay. Inspired by Pregel. Let's see if they say how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce? Yeah. No. I don't think this is right. My audio is not set up. Pregel. Yes, Pregel. Okay, I'll say that. Is it a city in Germany? All right, don't care. Okay. Large scale graph processing. I'm not feeling browser. I don't know. Built with line graph. No. How-to guides. Oh, deployment. Learn the basics. We did the basics a million times. Agents. It might be line graph. Locally or in the cloud. This would be easier to Google for sure. Line graph. Cloud. Server. Self-hosted. I'm not seeing any. Let's see facts. Right. Line graph is a general purpose framework. Open source, yes. I'm starting to okay. I'm starting to think the answer is no. Are there browser? So let's look line graph in the browser, right? It doesn't work directly yet. Async hooks. How to use LangGraph.js in web environments. Let's read that. A browser use a LangGraph agent. The answer is yes. Yeah, you could definitely make a LangGraph agent a browser use. Okay. Visual web agents with LangGraph. No. Running browser agents, no. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Solution here. Web environments, that's LangChain though. LangGraph is primarily designed for Node 9 months ago. Uses Node-specific modules. Some alternatives that are browser compatible. If you really need LangGraph specifically, you could run it server-side. Yes. They created a browser package. North Wolf. Oh. Using web environments. This is the link, yeah. Async hooks to more conveniently allow for tracing and callback propagation. Okay. Node.js Dino. Oh, wow. LangGraph web entry point. Oh, wow. Wait, what is this? How to use LangGraph.js in web environments. It's just a random blog post? Oh, it's a how-to. Okay. Hey. Other entry points, such as pre-built. We don't need pre-built, I don't think. Passing config. If you're calling a runnable within a node, for example, when calling a chat model, yeah, you need to manually pass a config object through. I don't mind passing a config manually. To properly support tracing, okay. Stream events to stream intermediate steps. Okay. To illustrate this, oh yeah. Cool. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do this today, but let me queue it up. This is a lot of good information. Okay, so we'll go back to Claude Code, whining, add build output. Okay, I think LangChain and LangGraph can go onto a browser. I think LangChain and LangGraph can go onto a browser. See these, right? So this one definitely. Oh, and I had the LangChain, right? What is it? This one. Yeah. Just the top level README says it supports browser. Come here. browser. And then, oh, I feel like I'm doing my job. I feel like an engineer. I'm just arguing with another engineer about whether something's should be done one way or another or whatever. I feel exactly like I'm just back at work. Okay. How to use line graph in web. Okay. How to use line graph in web environment. Let's do that. Should we be happy? Yes, thank you. Am I not running in dangerous mode? It's still asking. Although internet, I kind of don't mind a little bit of like false positives or something. Thank you. Awesome. Use plan mode. Ooh. Update assessment. Browser compatibility is possible. I'm correct. Line graph and LangChain do. Okay, so yes, this is right. We need these. Wrong imports and then no browser field. Fine. The solution plan, yeah. Build steps. API keys securely, yeah. Okay. Entire plan. And links to how to into a new GitHub issue. Thank you. GitHub issues are just GitHub flavored markdown. So very good. All right. Perfect. So that's web. That's some progress on web. That's the plan for the web, is changing these imports, changing these builds. I'm very much looking forward to Claude Code, handling the tedium of kind of setting up this build, this juggling, in the slightly different code base, basically shipping out to the web versus shipping out to the Node.js world, let's say. So that's great. Wait, what? Proceed. Yes, proceed. Okay. So that's the browser planned out. This is going to work on the browser. I'm super happy. Plus or minus. I mean, let's see. I wouldn't stake my life on this thing working and being updated, and there's a new 1.0 API and this sort of thing, but that's great. So, there's just a couple things on my mind. I wanted to kind of maybe just do another pass through the readmes and the documentation. It's not, I don't like it, but just a quick pass. It doesn't have to be perfect, this next pass. And then also, I want to, what else do I want? Current limitations. Okay, done. Okay. I think this is good. I think this is good. Let me read my issues. Quick pass at the readmes. Browser build support. Yeah, definitely. This wouldn't be bad to just make Claude Code do this right now. Yeah. Implement automatic syntax standardization. Yeah. This one also. Although this, if 28 were done, then 27 would automatically be done. Let me just tell it that. Note in GitHub. All right. Document categorizer cast for intent recognition. That's a good one. As percent validation. I could just glance at that right now. Upgrade print. Oh yeah, this is definitely one that needs to go into the milestone. As TS or as timestamp? No, huh? Let's read this. As date, as time, as date time. It could be any of these. As timestamp. No, this is as string. I'm going to close this. Right. Right. Maybe something like that. So that's closed. Wonderful. We closed a ticket. Okay. Offline mocks and evaluate. Oh yeah, testing tools. HTML form parser, cross implementation parity, documentation standard with automated auditing. Yikes. Parity documentation. Oh yeah, I did want that. Hot swap HTML forms, wait, form parser to generate models. Oh yeah, that's definitely post MVP. That's really cool. Wait, I have comments to my own features. I think I do. I would make Claude Code add a comment. Oh my gosh, this is way too much. And then what's the comment? Just this massive follow-up? Is that implementation approach? Key insight. Yeah, use the LLM. Okay. Yeah, definitely. All right. What else? Builder API. Ooh, that's like done. Let's click that. Enhancement. Make set level casts visible to LLM. Okay. Consistent logging. Fine. Build command for interviewer graph automation. Yeah, that would be slightly nice. Add unit test for decorators. Unit test for decorators. I think that can go away. Detect ISO language codes. Oh yeah, I loved that, but doesn't matter. Handle trait activation. Right, traits, possible traits. I don't care at the moment. I may just pull that out of scope. I don't know. Make direct quote an optional decorator instead of default. Oh, that's done. Allow Alice to dynamically update Bob's traits. That is kind of the trait system is kind of duplicative. Okay, implement hidden fields and conditional traits in system prompts. Nice. Verify no animal products mentioned after vegan disclosure. Mentioned. Yeah, I remember that. Vegan restaurant order. Perfect. Dynamic interview modification during the conversation. Okay, I think that'll sort of be post MVP. That could be like a 1.1 kind of feature. Is say, oh yeah, if you want to hot swap. I bet you could do it yourself, just modifying the state of the interview object or the interview type. You could rebuild a new interview object. And then you could even, in principle, like change the state. The only thing is Chatfield doesn't do anything to help you system prompt the LLM. Get close parity for the run scripts. Ooh, that's pretty close. Get a consistent model in both languages. Ooh, super good. Let's look at some tickets. Get a consistent model in both languages, example builder. I think this is done. We're done. Get close parity for the run scripts. This is basically done. I don't need to make Claude Code do anything. Hidden fields and conditional traits. So this is confidential, conditional, latent. No. Basically done. Confidential and conclude fields, right? Done. Make direct quote an optional decorator instead of default. Yep, that's been done. I don't remember the commit, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Done. Add unit tests for decorators in both Python. So there's no more decorators. There's no more decorators. I'm so happy there's no more decorators. Okay. We could bring them back in a post MVP or one post, or that might be a 1.1 kind of thing, but not right now. It's too many other more important things. Too much other code to maintain and build out. Make set level casts visible to the LLM for constraints. Okay, currently when using set level casting, the LLM doesn't receive information about the valid options. This means these casts cannot directly power use cases like restaurant menus. Oh. When using set level casting methods. Right. That is a bug. Right. Exactly. This is right now you have to either put it in the description or you could put it in a what is this? You could put it in a hint. But what you can't do is have the validation. Now I think that might be, let's see. I see. So it's not the validation rules, it's these set rules. Okay, I don't care for today. Done. What else? Is my audio working? It's not the. Yep. Okay. Implement a unified builder API. I mean, I think this is done. Oh, wow. Create chat field builder. Implement fluent method chaining. Field types. Trait types. Yeah, that's all in there. That's all in there. This is basically done. Ooh, a lot of stuff. A lot of chat field does a lot already. Fix as percent. Yeah. So I could just glance at this. Oh, let's see. Yeah, do it. Yeah, it's a dependency or whatever. In Jira, I would like move this around. Okay. So no, I don't think I want to get into like testing. Let's just find it in the code. As percent, right? Readme, builder.py. So here's as percent. Right. Parse as a percentage. 0.0 to 1.0. Correct. Yep, that's perfect. And then where is it? So then, is there duplicated code? No, oh no, it's perfect. One line of code. Nope, that's the MD file. Favorite number. I see, so I could have omitted this. I think it's already good. Restaurant, fine. Politeness, fine. Test, run. Nope, it's just going to be the builder. Here it is. Here it is. Perfect. Exactly identical. Any other? Field proxy, wonderful. Read only, wonderful. Oh, whoa. Oh, I see. It makes them numbers. Weird. I don't know if that's helpful, but that's okay. As percent, yeah, we have all these expects here. True, true, true. Yeah, there's all sorts of, okay. Okay, I'm happy. I think percent is done. I think percent has been fixed. It was just a little prompt bug. That's all I care about. So this is done. What else? Document categorizer cast for intent recognition. I like this. The point was to clarify conversational intent. Yeah. Add an example. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'll leave this open. Oh, that's it. Now we're back to the list. Okay. So I've gone through all my issues. Browser build, wonderful. Nice, 10 issues closed. Okay. So, if I were going to take another glance at the readmes, let's do it. Okay, let's go to plan mode. Should I just, yeah, I think to simplify, maybe I just literally want the same readme in, maybe I just want one readme. I mean, the only thing would be to like have it in the language TypeScript, but I don't think that's necessary. Let me just ask it. Yeah, read them all. Nice, it read it all. 58 lines? Okay. Yes, exactly. Totally. Way too many readmes. Why do we have a readme in the examples? The examples are not really, I guess they work. Nice. What was all this? I don't know. Okay. Restructure the top level README. Project overview. Quick start for both languages. Installation instructions. Let's just skip the installation instructions. Right. All right, we'll omit installation instructions. Doesn't matter right now. Whoops. Okay. Links to language-specific documentation. I don't think there is. Yeah, omit contributing guidelines. I don't see what that is. Let's see. If there's anything interesting in the diff, then that's fine. License information's fine. Remove detailed API references, extensive examples, and implementation details. Definitely. Add missing sections, TypeScript. Include all TypeScript examples. Document React integration and Copilot. Yeah, let's pull. Yeah. No, let's not get into that. Significantly expand. No. I think both the specific languages should just go away. Yeah. Wait, no, the Python? No. all chat field content is in the top level README. The Python and TypeScript should only address like installing, running tests. It's nothing about usage, nothing about usage, like concept, etc. Right? Okay. I'm good. I'm happy with this pass. Now what? Significantly expand. Nope. Create missing documentation. Examples. Let's just pull, no documentation about any examples. Yeah, we want fewer documents out there. We want less documentation. We don't want more and more and more. We're just creating. Move language specific content. No. So all examples in the top level README should have identical, should have like what, TypeScript followed by Python, should have parallel in Python, then in TypeScript. Perfect. There's a little bit about the intro to the README, but maybe I'll do that myself. No. Consider adding contributing, fine. Documentation, create missing content migration strategy, don't care, changes, choice cardinality, yeah. Yeah. Definitely include all of the sections you list, but or else one or more new top level MD files, or those chapters or concepts, right? All right, let's try that. That's a big change. I'm happy with that, if that works. I'm glad I took this README pass. All right, so now what's your plan? Wait, what? Options? What? Based on your feedback, here's the plan. Top level README, boom, all chat field concept usage examples. Every example shows Python and TypeScript side by side, yes. All sections, transformations, validations, personas, yeah. Language specific READMEs. Another problem is, as part of your plan, multiple chapters, transformations, validations, personas, advanced, confidential fields, conclusions. I kind of want a single large README. Let's do a single large README for sure. Yeah, I always love single large files. Content to move. Yeah, exactly. Off we go. No, I don't like all this. We're not LLMs. You LLM. TypeScript. Python. Yep. Perfect. Hey, what is this? We need a new test file. Oh, wait. Oh, something's happened. There we are. Okay. So, here's the plan. Yeah, awesome. API reference, whatever, dynamic traits. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Content migration. Yeah. Let's do it. So at the moment, it's a clean repo. So we'll see everything that it changes. We'll see all the documentation changes. Oh shoot. I should have, wasn't there a documentation? It was this. Yeah, let me just remind it. GitHub. Sorry, I forgot. Okay. So, yep, practical application. Okay, so that's GitHub issue 25 done. Now, if that's updating the readmes, oh yeah, I wanted to maybe just edit by hand the very top level readme that like welcomes the you know, the visitor on the GitHub site. This readme, right? Now it may be undergoing revisions, but that's okay. Here, chat field, conversational data collection. Transform data collection. Yeah, I don't like any of that. Chat field. Python and TypeScript and JavaScript. Both server side and browser side. Both server side and browser. Allowing you to create conversational interfaces for gathering structured data in any application. I think people understand that. Okay. This is totally dumb. These features are embarrassingly, nobody cares. React components, what? Type safety, what? Quick start, okay. Python implementation, yeah. Contact form, yep, perfect. So it's basically these features that I don't like. It's these features. Replace traditional forms with engaging dialogues. Transform data collection from rigid forms into natural conversations. Right. Chat field collects data from users. Chat field collects data. Chat field, yeah, let's call it a library. Nice and simple. But rather than a, to collect data from users, like a form. To collect information from users. To collect information from users. Is a library to gather to collect, to receive information? No, to collect information from users, like a form. But unlike a web form, right? Chat field, what? Chat field is a library to collect information from users. I know it also. To collect information from users using conversation rather than forms, right? Rather than web forms, right? Rather than forms. Yeah, chat field is a library to collect information from users, from people, using conversation rather than forms. Should I say interactive conversation? No. Conversation is basically interactive. Using conversation rather than forms. Chat field supports Python and TypeScript. Let's just say TypeScript, huh? Chat field supports server-side and browser operation. And then I was going to say, what else? Chat field supports. Oh, I should say like any LLM. Many kinds of software. Something like that, right? Python and TypeScript packages. Python and TypeScript packages, right? JavaScript. Let's just say JavaScript 2. Server side and browser. What am I trying to say? Operation, yeah. Server side and browser operation. Using conversations rather than forms. Chat field is a library to collect information from people using conversation rather than forms. Supports many kinds of software. Python and TypeScript. Fine. Python and TypeScript. Server side and browser, server and browser operation using Node.js or any browser, right? Server and browser operation. Via Node.js and any browser, right? Web browser. Okay, whatever, it's a little redundant. It's not my best writing, but whatever. Okay, Python and TypeScript, server side. Was there anything else? Okay, natural. Oh, yeah. UI agnostic, right? That's the point. Any user interface, any UI framework, any chat field supports any user interface, any UI. As it only, what is it? Any UI. Yeah, any user interface. Chat fields. As chat field, because is completely headless. Since chat field is headless. Is that right? Any user interface, since chat field only, basically it's the back end. Since chat field only, any user interface. Chat field supports any user interface. No. Right. any user interface, since as chat field only computes what to say. Any user interface, as chat field only computes, chat field only reads and writes. Any user interface as chat field. No, I don't like it. As chat field only, yeah, computes what to say and only computes what to say without UI. Yeah. Any user face as chat field only returns, presents. Yeah, computes what to say without any, not how to present it. Okay, that's good. Anything else interesting here? Uh-oh, yeah, let me copy all of this and like edit the file again. Here it is. Transform data collection, yeah, it's no better. Paste. Yeah, watch me develop. Chat field is a library. Transform data collection, don't care. Yeah, and these features, rich transformations, that is kind of cool. Any user interface. Chat field supports Python and TypeScript, server and browser. Any user interface. Maybe I'd do like this. With chat field, your application can do something like that. Natural conversation. Replace traditional forms with engaging dialogues. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious, right? With chat field, your application can do I want to say natural conversation? Yeah, I think I do. With chat field, your application can do, yes, natural conversation. Uses your LLM. Oh, I should actually say like conversational data collection AI agent. That's a lot of nouns. Conversational data collection AI agent. Okay. Chat field uses your LLM. With chat field, your application can easily do. Okay, natural conversation. Chat field, yeah. What do I say? Use call chat field. Strings, yeah. Provides you natural conversation. Chat field gives you messages to present. You send it. You send chat field. User. What am I trying to say? User messages, right? Chat field gives you. Yeah. You tell chat field what the user input. Chat field tells your application what to say in response, right? That's exactly it. You tell chat field the user input. Chat field tells you what to say in response. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly right. Chat field gives you a measurement. Okay. Validation. Type safety, nobody cares. Framework integration, maybe. The React components are like not ready yet, so that's fine. Builder API, don't care. Yeah, so validation and transformations, yeah. Validation. Yeah. You tell, right, LLM powered validation. You explain, right, explain valid and invalid rules, right, right. Let's see, what am I trying to say? Right, LLM powered validation. Rules for valid and invalid data. What I want to say is you can do it in English, but that's not really actually true, but maybe that's all we need. Rules for rules for data validation. No, rules about valid and invalid data. What I'm trying to say is provide rules, write rules about valid and invalid data using natural language, the LLM. Yeah, using natural language. That's the point. Write rules in natural language. Write rules in natural language describing valid or invalid field values, right? There you go. Enrich transformations, yeah. Convert. It's actually LLM powered rich transformations. LLM powered data transformation, right? And so what that means is right. LLM powered data transformation. So you can what am I trying to say? You can convert convert or cast, right? LLM powered data transformations. I'll just say cast user input into other cast or transform cast field values into anything, numbers, into no, numbers is not the most impressive cast field values to whatever you need. I almost want to make a sub list here because the transformations are so cool. Cast field values to transform them to anything you need. Sounds so vague. Let's just see if I can do this. So what I'm saying is like, you know, convert from cast field values to any representation you want. For example, convert to numbers, right? What is that? That would be like, it'd be like a string, right? The string 85K will be becomes, right? If I say like the string 85K becomes 85, or let's say 5K becomes 5,000. Convert to numbers. What else are some fun casts? Let's find some of my casts. Grep -r adds underscore chat field. Is it the builder? Builder? Yeah. Wait, what is this? Oh. As int, as float, as bool, as string, as percent. So as string is definitely cool because you can translate and all that. Convert to numbers. Translate a language. So, you know, hello becomes bonjour, right? Cast user input. Cast user input into any extra additional representation you want. Convert to numbers. 5K becomes 5K. Translate a language. Hello becomes bonjour. Or how about this? Yes. Yes becomes oui, right? Actually, hello becomes bonjour is fine. Convert to numbers. Do I want convert to Boolean? So boring, huh? Yes, please, becomes true, right? Hello becomes bonjour. Anything else fun? As percent, as set, as dictionary, yeah. As dictionary is actually really awesome. Convert to numbers. Convert to like basic types, right? Data, convert to data. 5K becomes 5,000. Yes, becomes true. Let's, yeah. What else? Interesting. Convert to data. Int float. 50/50 becomes 0.5, right? 50/50 becomes 0.5. So that's float. So that's int Boolean float. That's fun. Convert to data. Translate. Translate a language. Fine. Translate language. I like translate language better. Okay, so then what else? Percent, I kind of did. As list. Yeah. Convert to data. Add structure to list, or what am I trying to say? Convert to what, an object? Convert to dict. Convert to an object. So then what would be a good example? I am Sam, age 20, right? Becomes name Sam, right? Age 20. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Now we're actually showing off. Translate language. Convert to object. Translate language. What else can you do? As one, yeah. Convert to data, convert to object, translate language. Let's have one more, which says, like, classify. So instead of becomes, yeah. Classify Okay, so it's really cool, but what do I want to do? Like as one, right? Classify. Um, classify user input. Let's see. Let's just try it. Let's talk classify. So if I say let's talk, what am I trying to say? Becomes right. It's just not going to work by saying casting like this, but I have to say classify. Okay, so I'm going to break the structure of the examples above, and I'm just going to say classify, provide a set of buckets. Classify user input. Classify user input as you need. Classify user input. For example, choosing from a list of user intents. Yeah. Classify user input, such as identifying, such as, yeah. Let's try it like this. Talk, yeah, planning, right? Planning, doing, reviewing, right? Reviewing, planning, plan, do, review. I don't know if this is helpful. Okay. LLM powered data transformation. Cast user input into an additional representation, into any additional representation you want. Convert to data. 5K becomes 5,000. Yes becomes true. 50-50 becomes 0.5. Right? That's fine. Convert to object. I am Sam, age 20, becomes Sam, age 20. Totally. Translate language. Hello becomes bonjour. I mean, you can do any other string. I mean, you can do any other translation. You could translate to code also if you really wanted. I don't know if that's really a key use case, though. I know in my examples I did have it translating to Erlang code and stuff, and it totally worked. Okay. I think I'm happy with my handwritten intro. Features don't matter. Quick start. So there's a contact form. Where's this get user input? Your input method. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's a little annoying that you can't actually do the TypeScript example out of the box. You have to write your own user input, but that's okay. For the moment, that's fine. Wait, chat field / core? What? That's wrong, right? Import chat field. Okay, I'll keep it, I guess. Okay. All right. So that's my updates as well. In fact, let me just add my changes. Split. Okay, yes, 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 yes. And then no, right? Right. And then no. Quit. Okay. So that's my changes. The README entry. Rewrite the README. Intros. Okay. Now everything else can go. Okay. Let's just push it up and read it. It was so kind of bad before. I don't mind. And let's just read it here. Okay. Chatfield is a Chatfield conversational data collection AI agent. Here we are. Here's my streams. Chatfield is a library to collect information from people using conversation rather than forms. Chatfield supports Python and TypeScript as well as JavaScript. Server and browser operation via Node.js and any web browser. The via Node.js is not needed. Any user interface as Chatfield. Chatfield computes what to say, not how to present it. Not how to present. With Chatfield, your application can easily do natural conversation. You tell Chatfield the user input. Chat tells you what to say in response. LLM-powered validation. I kind of want to write a little like... Do we have any line graph? No. Line graph. Nope. This is it. Line graph, this one. Just do it that way, huh? Whoops, pasted wrong. Did a Mac paste. Line graph is built on line graph. Any LLM. Oh, it's built on line graph and LangChain. It's just langchain.com. Fine. Okay. Built on LangGraph and LangChain. Okay. Supporting all of the LLMs. Right. Supporting all LLMs. Right. Supporting all LLMs. I don't know if that's totally 100% true, but it's close enough for an intro. Supporting all LLMs, which LangChain supports. Okay. And then quick start. Okay, so let's just check that in. That's just a little difference. Push it up. Go read it. Okay. Chatfield is a library to collect information from people using conversation rather than forms. Chatfield supports Python and TypeScript. Server and browser operation. Any user interface, because Chatfield computes what to say, not how to present. With Chatfield, your application can easily do natural conversation. You tell Chatfield the user input, and Chatfield tells you what to say in response. LLM-powered validation. Yep. Write rules in natural language describing valid or invalid field values. Perfect. LLM-powered data transformations. Cast user input into any additional representation you want. Convert to data. 5K becomes 5,000. Yes becomes true. 50/50 becomes 0.5. I love that because that's sort of not mathematically. I like that. I like how that's a 50/50 means 0.5, you know. Convert to object. I am Sam becomes name Sam, age 20. Translate language. Hello becomes bonjour. Classify user input, such as choosing from a list of user intents. Chatfield's built on LangGraph and LangChain, supporting all LLMs, which LangChain supports. Awesome, perfect. That's much, I think that's better. That's better. A little long because the demo is not kind of above the fold, but that's okay. I'm running in a really large font. It's okay. What if I Control 0? Yeah, I think it's okay. Go back. How big was that? Okay. Simple contact form. Yeah. I guess we'll keep it. I don't know if I love this or not. Core concepts. Chatfield transforms traditional form fields into conversational topics. The AI interviewer guides users through data collection naturally. Fields are the basic building blocks. Each field represents a piece of data to collect. Perfect. Interview metadata. Provide context about your interview. Type, description. Okay, better. I like it. Validation rules. Ensure data quality of validation rules that guide the conversation. Must reject and hint. Okay, so we got validation. Must be from the company domain. Reject. Hint. Use your company email. Okay. Purpose. What you'll build with the API. Okay. Reject vague statements. Okay. I like it. I like the indentation. There's TypeScript. They're identical. Combine multiple validation strategies. That kind of doesn't matter, but that's okay. Type transformations. Here we go. Nice. Look at this nice arrow. Convert freeform responses into structured data types. Yeah, I kind of want to... Maybe I'll just drop out this complex validation. I don't think any of that's useful. Everyone knows you can combine validation rules. That's how... I mean, everyone knows that. Okay, save. Let me just do this. Nobody look. Okay. Cool, so now type transformations come after validation rules. I think that's fine. I'm not sure, now that I see it side by side, I don't like the TypeScript in Python. It's so identical, it looks redundant. It looks duplicative, it looks redundant. So that's interesting. Python, TypeScript. It's okay for now though. I didn't want a perfect README today. I just wanted improvement. Okay, so there's our survey, your age. Yeah. 85.5K, yes. As Boolean. Yeah, it becomes true. Skills, your top skills. Python, React, and SQL. Confidence. Yes. As list. Yeah, perfect. As list, that's wonderful. Yeah. That's totally right. Exactly the same thing. Yep. Number, Boolean, array. Multiple transformations on the same field. Sure. Yeah. Spanish as Boolean, high traffic. Yeah, totally. As string formatted with commas like 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally. Yeah. 50,000. 50,000. Perfect. True. Why like assign it like this? But that's cool. 50,000 as a string. Totally as a string formatted. Yes. Yeah. I like it. I think this is close enough. This is kind of, yeah. Translations. Didn't we already do that? Okay, whatever. Cool. As language. Okay. I mean, we already did translate into 2 languages, so whatever. Cool. JSON and dictionary parsing as dict, as object. API form.config. Wait, what? Oh, config. No, this is wrong. JSON and dictionary parsing. Oh, actually, it could do that. Yikes. It could actually say paste in some JSON and it could clean it up for you. So that would work. Whoa, I've never even thought of doing that. I never thought that someone would paste JSON into a chat conversation, but of course they could. Okay. Of course they could. I do it every day. Control how many options can be selected from a list. Choice cardinality, cool. Okay. Persona customization. Geez, Chatfield does a lot. Chatfield does a lot. I think I'm going to stop at 9:30. I'm going to stop in 2 minutes. This is awesome. Dynamic traits. Oh, and there's also 2 examples of everything. So TypeScript, conclude fields. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm glad. What is this? Context and quote capture. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is less like important to me. I do remember at the beginning, back when, getting back into Claudey with a chance of DevOps, if we're saying, what if we're going to build software and deploy some software and some tech and some infrastructure and stuff like that, sort of as more as a vibe, then I would want like this context and this quote as part of the like data that comes back. Although it kind of occurs to me, this could also be another as string. I mean, of course, anything that returns a string could kind of be implemented as string. But these were my very first 2 ideas. And to my earlier comment of software maturity, it's such an immature project. The idea is the main thing is to get the ideas out. So I love this. Complete examples, job application system, cool. Yeah, as Boolean senior, as Boolean lead. Yeah, totally. Primary languages. Yeah, exactly. Final recommendation. Let's pull that out. I don't want to even think or talk about using an LLM to actually make a recommendation. That's not how this works. The point is that it's helping humans think and get things done. So I don't like that at all. It's today, right now, with Chatfield, whatever, it's completely improper to use an LLM to make a recommendation like that. Filtering earlier in the pipeline, I think that's fine. That's how it works. But okay. Okay, perfect. So the README's updated. Oh, let's just push it. Nobody look. Okay. Now, there was the thing about the confidential, yeah. Is there work preferences? There was a what's missing from here is the conclude field. Oh wait, there it is. Conclude. Hiring recommendation. Oh yeah, the conclude field. Recommendation, no. Right, no. Instead of that, a conclude field, it would be more like this. Right? Like summarize the entire conversation, evaluate the entire conversation to determine to conclude, right? Something like that. So then it would be communication style. And the description is clear, level, like proficiency, level of clarity and focus in right, clarity, focus, and active listening during through the conversation, right? That's how that would work. And then it's a conclude field. And then, yeah, we could make it decision, or we could make it as one. No, how about as percent, right? That seems nice. Communication quality, right? Communication score, right? Clarity, focus, and active listening during the conversation. So we're going to conclude, and it's going to be as a percent. Let's do that. So here, let's have one here. It goes like that. That goes like that. This goes communication underscore score, communication underscore score. Clarity focus, dot conclude, and dot as percent. Yes, perfect. I think that's perfect. So then communication, yeah. What is that? Communication quality? Did he already do it? Confidential. No, this is wrong. Confidential assessments. Oh, so in a confidential assessment, maybe I would say like values concern. Let me just copy one from real experience. Describe do you have any? Let me just ask the question. Or no, let's say it. Values concern, right? It's like that. So that's confidential. And then it's just going to be as bool, really. That's how that works. So let's do that. Confidential assessments. So then let's go put it here as well. So a confidential assessment. This field goes here, values concern. And then that description goes there. And it's a boo, like that. Perfect. So then when we list it out, instead of recommendation, values concerns. Nope. Values concern. What is it? Values concern. Singular. As bool. That's how that works. Okay. Values concern. So then same thing. After communication, we go print F values concern job application dot values concern dot as bool. Like that and like that. Values concern. Do I have a typo? Yes, I do. That's why I did that. There it is. Okay, perfect. Values concern. Values concern. That's how that would work. Okay. All right, push that up. Okay, Bob, candidate, startup experience, enterprise experience. Yep. Basic information, your name, whatever. Years experience. This is not how it, whatever. Years of professional experience. Primary languages. As frameworks. I would not build an interview system this way, but great example. Communication score, values concern. Candidate mentioned something reasonable, confidential. Yeah, awesome. Totally. And evaluate the entire conversation. Yeah, conclude, clarity, focus. Awesome. Very good. Product launch planning. Okay. Yeah. Yep. TypeScript. Whew, a huge API reference. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Okay, I basically love this. Let's pause now. What's next? I think next, I have the issue about building for the browser, but I think I want to get into evaluations. I think I want to get into prompt evaluations next. I think I want to get into Langsmith and Deep Eval for this project. That's the next step tomorrow. Let me just write a note. I'm sure I'll remember though. I doubt I'll be in the mood to ship browser stuff. Let me just stick this in any file. That's kind of source code. Any file. Perfect. Save. Okay, so I have a little message for myself like I do every day. Do prompt evaluations. Done. Awesome. Pushed up. Everything's awesome. The readme's better. I'm definitely happier. Yeah, I'm happier with the intro. This is what Chatfield does. This is exactly what Chatfield does. It's built on LangGraph, LangChain. It supports everything. This is perfect. This is perfect. Very happy. Okay, I'm logging out. Thank you. Got to get a